My name is Lincoln Kelly, and welcome to another episode of Lincoln's World of Wonders. Thank you for joining me on another fun and fact-filled journey as we head this time for Africa. Our first stop is Egypt, right up on the northwest of Africa. The main city is called Cairo, and it is the largest city in Africa. About 5,000 years ago, the ancient Egyptians built the famous pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx. The Great Pyramid took over 20 years to build and was completed around 2560 BC. It was unique because the sides of the pyramids were smooth rather than having steps. There are two other large pyramids at the same site called the Pyramid of Khafre and the Pyramid of Menkaure. There is also the Monument of the Great Sphinx. This is a limestone statue of a lion with a human head. Ancient Egyptians did not write words using letters like we do today. Instead, they drew pictures. This is called hieroglyphics. This is how to write ABC. A vulture, a foot, and a basket. ABC. Running through Egypt is a big river called the Nile. The Nile is actually the longest river in the world, at 4,160 miles long. In Egypt, they speak a language called Arabic. Let's try some. To count 3 in Arabic, they say, Wahida, Atnan, Talata. Let's try that again. Wahida, Atnan, Talata. One more time. Wahida, Atnan, Talata. Great! We can now count to 3 in Arabic, and if you say Maharban, then you can also say hello in Arabic. Marhaban! But we're going to say goodbye to Egypt for now and head to Zimbabwe. Well done, Egypt! I'm here at Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. I know, more waterfalls, right! This, however, is the greatest single curtain of water in the world. It is also called the smoke that thunders. The falls are part of Africa's Zambezi River and were discovered in 1885 by Scottish explorer David Livingstone, who named them after Queen Victoria. We're off somewhere much drier now, the Sahara Desert! The Sahara Desert receives only 8 inches of rainfall each year. It covers over 3.6 million square miles of land. The hottest temperature ever recorded was almost 58 degrees Celsius. That's hot! Sahara is an Arabic word that means desert. So when you say Sahara Desert, you are really saying desert, desert. Tanzania is next. See you there! The highest mountain in Africa at 5,895 meters is Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Kilimanjaro is actually a dormant volcano, which means that it could still erupt in the future. Tanzania has a lot of wildlife, with the Serengeti National Park being the most famous. Tanzania has the most animals per square kilometer, and they even have lions that climb trees. Just look at them, just lying about. Zanzibar is a small group of islands in the Indian Ocean, which is part of Tanzania and is one of Africa's most visited areas. Zanzibar is famous for one more thing. It gave the world one of the greatest singers of all time. Farouk Bulsara was born there in 1946 and grew up to become Freddie Mercury, lead singer with the British band Queen. And that's it for this episode, or as Freddie Mercury would say...
You know what it's called?
Thank you for joining me, and I hope you learned some amazing and interesting facts. Join me in Asia for our next episode. Thanks for watching, and bye for now!